Hello everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video to share with you an update out of the state of Pennsylvania, my home state. I'm very proud to make this announcement, but before I get to that, I really want to talk about how this reflects how we can win on the issues, how we as libertarians can win. We seem to be focusing a little bit too much on national elections, particularly the presidential election. And I don't discount the importance of those elections, but I want to emphasize that if we really want to win on the larger scale, we're almost going to have to do it one locality in one state at a time. I would really encourage you guys to get into local politics, state politics, research the candidates, get behind the liberty-loving candidates in your state and local elections, and we can make this happen the grassroots way. I mean, take for example, two states, Washington and Colorado, have legalized marijuana on a state level. California has it legal for medicinal purposes. And I'll tell you what, if the states keep following suit, and if every state legalizes marijuana, even if it's illegal on a federal level, they're going to have a really hard time enforcing that. And that's gonna make a mark. But yeah, if every state legalizes marijuana, how are they gonna enforce it? And eventually, it'll probably become legal on a federal level for that reason. People will finally see that it's a waste of time, it's a waste of resources. But I wanted to commend the efforts of Pennsylvania State Senator Daylin Leach, who is proposing legislation that would legalize marijuana in Pennsylvania, essentially regulating it just like alcohol. So it would be sold in state stores, and it would be sold only to individuals over the age of 21, and it would be taxed and everything else. So I think that's very appropriate. It would raise a great deal of revenue for the state. It would save money on enforcing laws that don't need to be enforced. It would drive the crime rates down. It would put the drug dealers right out of business, many of them anyway. There are countless arguments, and I could make them again and again and again, but this isn't a marijuana legalization apologetics video, but just to share this quick update. But Daylin Leach is proposing this legislation. I would like to commend this state senator for their efforts. Daylin Leach has stated that even if this legislation does not pass, that won't be the end. The fight will continue. Governor Corbett of Pennsylvania has promised to veto any legislation, but I'm not particularly worried about him because I highly doubt he's going to get reelected. He hasn't been that impressive as a state governor, as the governor of the state of Pennsylvania. I mean, there's good things and bad things that I like and dislike about him, but for the most part I'm not impressed, and I don't think the people of Pennsylvania are really impressed with him either. And I can give you two words why he's not going to get reelected: Penn State. Not to say that the controversy can be blamed on him, but he did have an opportunity as a state attorney to prosecute Mr. Sandusy. When he was accused of this before, he decided not to prosecute. He totally dropped the ball in that case, but, I don't want to get in the business of performing a bunch of low blows and tearing apart our governor, but I don't think he's going to get reelected. So whenever his term expires, there will be a little bit more of a chance, but honestly, I don't think that this legislation will pass because Pennsylvania is a very backward state. It's not a libertarian-friendly state at all. As we saw in the ballot access fight back during the election, libertarians had to claw and rip our way onto the ballot, and of course there's still been no investigation that I know of the Republicans' shady efforts to keep us off the ballot. But yeah, I could just go on and on about how I don't think Pennsylvania's quite ready for these values yet, but we will be sometime in the future. And again, this battle has to be won one state at a time. This is how we can win on the issues. So I really encourage my libertarian friends to get involved in your state's politics, local politics. Do a little research. Try to be a little informed on stories like this. And yeah, let me just close by saying, State Senator Leach, I wish that you lived in my district. I would gladly have you as my state senator. I would gladly have you as my governor. But let's take this one step at a time. Anyway, thank you very much. I think this is a positive story, a positive step in the right direction. And I hope it passes, even though I know, knowing Pennsylvania, probably won't. Thank you for listening, guys. Continue the fight in liberty. Have a great day.